No fucking way. Bear country, beware. Awesome. All right, so what's going on, everybody? So today I'm out at Smithgall State Park. I actually started filming about an hour ago. However, I wasn't liking the footage that I got, so I'm starting over. When I first got here, it was very confusing and it was making me very frustrated, and so I feel like I was very negative in my film. Well, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know how to read. I'm not having a good time. So why am I recording? How was I supposed to fucking know? But I gave myself a good pep talk, so I'm gonna restart and make it more positive because I want this to be fun and exciting. So right now I am on Salaki, I think it's a Cherokee word. I'm on Salaki Trail, which I think that's how you say it. Oh, there are bees over there. Sorry. Anyways, I'm walking on this trail, and I thought it was a private drive, so I wasn't coming up here, which is why I was so frustrated earlier. But I think I'm finally on the right path, and I know where I am. And so right here, to start already, we have oh, let me get a little closer. We have a sign that says "Caution Bees." So fun fact, I am allergic to bees. There are some hives over there in the bushes, and there's been some flying around my head, so I'm gonna walk over to the far left so I don't get stung. And I also don't carry an EpiPen either, so this will be interesting. But there's supposed to be some really cool structures around here, but we're gonna get started. This is gonna be fun and exciting and not negative. So let's get to it. Alright, so I made it to Ash Creek Trail. Oh, they're both this way. Okay. So I am going to walk down here. So far, it's on the ground here. So I've been walking on this brown trail right here, and I've made it to this little green right over here. That little bluish cross is the beehive we just passed. And so I'm going to walk down here and go down Ash Creek Trail, and hopefully we'll cross over some rivers over here too, and that'll be very cool. Alright, so we're going that way. So I made it to the creek by Ash Creek, and I think I have to cross over. I think it's right here. I don't know if you guys can see, there's this cable and it goes all the way under over there, and I think the trail keeps going on over there. I didn't bring any, gear to do that. So I think I'm gonna have to hike across this tree all the way over there. Let's do it. Here we go. This is so difficult. Only using one hand. if I shout loud enough. But I'm looking across the tree here to the other side where I think the trail is supposed to continue on, and it's not looking promising. But we're gonna keep going because this is fun. Yeah. Oh. I don't know. I don't think it keeps going. 1, 2, if I drop down, I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to get back up on this tree, which I'm gonna have to get wet. So, I think I'm gonna call safety as I'm standing on a tree. I'm gonna go back because it is gonna get dark soon, so I don't want to be like stuck out here. Plus there aren't any blazes and I don't want to get lost, so I'll come back a little earlier in the day and see if I can figure this out, and I'll be better prepared. All right, let's go back. All right, so I just came off the tree across the stream, the creek over there. And so I think I've mapped out my next kind of adventure. So I'll put you guys on the ground. All right, so I was just over here trying to go across this stream right here on Ash Creek, but I'm turning back and gonna go back on the Cherokee, where I think is Salaki Trail. I'm gonna walk down here, and over here is a blue trail. It looks fairly short and it's a loop. It's called Wetland Loop Trail. It also has an outlook on it, so that should be interesting. I'm gonna go back. It looks fairly short. It's getting kind of later, so I don't want to spend too much time out here. This is my first, goodness, let's straighten up, huh? This is my first time being out here, so I don't want to be out here after dark or anything. So I'm gonna head that way down to Wetland Loop. All right. Ooh. So I made it to a sign, at least. The wetland trail's over there. Down that way. I kind of want to go down that way though, because it looks very interesting. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Go up this way, just because I know where the sign is. Maybe it leads down that way. I don't know. I know people probably think I'm so weird. Sorry. Alright, so now that people have passed, so I've hit the connection where the wetland loop is, and I'm walking on that now. I was walking on the paved road behind me, but I wanted to keep walking it because I can see a big opening in the creek over there. But because it's a loop, I'm certain I'm going to loop back around that way, so I'm going to see it at the end. But up here, it looks like popcorn on the tree, but they are probably just turkey tails. Maybe. Ooh. It's like popcorn. Yeah, they kind of are like turkey tails. Now this is a fungus, and I'm not sure if they're turkey tails or not. I think they're a different variants of turkey tails, or there are different kinds of mushrooms like this or funguses like this that look like turkey tails, but they're called something else. I'm not really sure. I'll have to do my research. But turkey tails do look like this, or they look like turkey tails. That's why they call them. They're called that. But they have like little lines in them. This is pretty cool. From far away, they look like popcorn on a tree. All right, keep trucking that way. At least it didn't get on my pants. Oh, dang. Just kidding. Alright, whatever. Alright, so I just walked around the wetland loop, and so for some reason it didn't click when I said wetland. I was thinking like creeks and streams, but wetland as in like an actual wetland. So it's really more like muddy and marshy, I guess. I wouldn't say swampy, but it's just there's a lot of moisture around. But once you exit the wetland loop, back behind me I did get some footage. There's this really cool bridge with like an awning on it. Not an awning, but like a whatever you call that thing that goes above your head. Anyway, so I took some shots down there. It was actually pretty cool. I know in the beginning I was talking about some cons at Smithgall, but for some positive, I don't want to be all the time negative. For some positives though, the scenery is beautiful, especially when you get to like the creeks. A lot of the creeks that I've been to at other state parks, they're like small streams really. But these are really big. I know you can hear it. You know when you're walking close to it, or when you're walking near one, like one's close, you can hear it, you know. It's big. People can fish out here. I've seen tons of fishing access signs. You can come out here and fish. You can get your waders on and wade in the water. You really have free range over the place, which is really, really cool. So you guys looking for a new spot to fish? This is definitely would be a place I would come to. I don't know what the name of this creek is called. It's not listed on the map. But you can definitely come out here and fish, and I totally would. The stream's deep enough. The velocity of it is great, so there's a good flow going. I'll definitely come back out here. So I've made it back to the fork that goes up to some service thing, and then down here there are people walking over there, but that's the start of the wetlands loop. So I'm walking back on the T trail. Again, it's that Cherokee word I can't quite pronounce. I'm walking back in that direction. I may or may not stop by the creek every now and then and try and get some good footage of that. But for right now, I'm gonna head back towards the visitor center, and I'll keep you filled in if I see anything. Sorry, I'm out of breath. If I see anything cool or worth sharing. Alright, let's do the trek back. So as I'm walking, I realized I want to do, because I'm new to film, I want to do a little experiment. Hopefully you've made it this far in the video. But for those of you who do hike, what is your favorite item to take with you on hiking, when you're hiking? For me, it's always a pocket knife. There's multiple uses for it, especially because I hike by myself. It gives me a sense of protection. This one is different from the one I typically carry. One that I typically carry has a safety on it, so I can just turn it on and off. I've never used my knife before in a survival type situation where I felt like I was threatened. When I do walk at places where it's my first time, or I'm not really familiar with the area, if somebody is walking by me, I will take it out. I will take it out to a point where they can see that I have a weapon. Which sounds like I'm not a dangerous person. I don't want to hurt anybody. But my sister says all the time, I would rather be or come off as rude to a nice person than be nice to a serial killer. So there's that. But yeah, so leave a comment down below. What's your favorite item to take with you? Again, mine's a pocket knife. So just let me know, I'm curious. Think there's treasure buried there? What do you think? X marks the spot, yeah? No. No fucking way. So in my previous videos, I realized it's just a minute of me not saying anything. I talk about how the squirrels they sound so loud, like so big in the leaves. And at the beginning of this clip, or this video, when I first got here, there is a caution bear warning sign. This is bear country. You can find black bears out here. A lot of time black bears can get in the trees. They want to get up there to bees and all that or whatever, and they get the honey. And I don't think it was a bear, but I turned around because I hear things like dropping behind me, and I turn around and there is this like black something in the tree. I don't think it's a bear, but It was swaying the tree, and I can't really figure out what it is. I couldn't see what it was. But there's nobody else around me, and so I keep hearing things on either side of the trail, like things falling, things like, I don't know if they're squirrels or whatever, rustling in the leaves. And so I'm trying to like be on my guard and like look around, because, you know, I'm not trying to be in the presence of a bear or nothing. But black bears are the ones you can like punch in the nose and they'll run away. I don't want to do that, but if it's a brown bear, run, book it. But there's no brown bears out here. I don't think it was a bear back there, but it did give me the feeling like there was a bear over there, but I don't think so. Anyways, I'm almost back. I'll let you know when I get there. Hopefully I don't come in contact with any actual bears.